in the wings to guide you through this lower bracket game.
Thank you, Alex. You got it correct this time. I'm very pleased to be called by my proper name. And with that, I'm very pleased to know that I am doing lovely in my predictions today. I've gone for FaZe in this one.
You have, which is, I think, is the correct decision. Very wise and informed of you.
I wanted 5 power to beat CLG. That was my way back in.
It didn't work out, did it? Didn't go too well.
I'm just, you know.
Here we go, Matt.
If I'd won that one.
Still going?
I would have won enough money off that one to make up for all the others that I've lost.
Okay.
So, you know.
Anyway, should we get into this one?
No.
No? Want to keep going with that?
Yeah.
Anyway, FaZe versus Immortals, right? We had the matchup we had in Katowice as well on the same map. FaZe ran away with this one, but you have to say that's when Nico just joined the team. Bit of a honeymoon period, if you want to call it that, and he went absolutely wild in this map. He dropped like 30 frags against Immortals. He was the difference maker to get them that victory.
I think I'm a little bit disappointed to call it a honeymoon period. I was hoping it was going to be pure invigoration.
I call it that.
No.
Okay,
but it is. It is. I know what you mean. It's because it was new. It was fresh. No one's really got much going against them. They're excited. Everyone plays loosey-goose and has some fun. My point is that I expected this team to do more than that. I expected this team to not just have that period like every other team does and then drop off. I expect them to be invigorated to finally win. I think they've got a little bit complacent with how well they did and thought it was going to be all too easy because they have let off the gas pedal a little bit.
The thing is as well, Yankin makes a very good point in the fact if no one knows how they're going to play when they turn up with that kind of 3 days prep and all that sort of stuff coming into it, it's very difficult to download demos and kind of take much away from it. So it makes a lot of sense they turned up and looked so great. They're obviously very excited when Nico joined the team and they could play that looser play style. They let him do what he wants. And maybe since then they've tried to maybe reel things in a little bit and have more structure, and that could be to their detriment considering the amount of firepower they have. One interesting battle this will be going on this game as well, the Orb Duels coming in. Alu versus Henny. Carrigan may be joining in as well. He's known to be very good on this map with the AWP, especially in his tenure with Astralis. But I think that's going to be the main battle as well, along with the economy. One thing I've always said about FaZe as well, one of their biggest assets within their team is Alu as a whole. Him being an AWP player, they need to allow him to get on the Orb. If they lose a pistol, they're always forced by too much in the CT, in my opinion. They never let him just go full eco, and then they can go 5 or 6 rounds before he actually brings out the AWP. And then they're smooth sailing after that. They never seem to learn that let's just get him on the Orb, whatever happens, and we'll normally be okay. Henny, on the other hand, a very good, flashy AWPer. He had some very amazing performances in Katowice, to be fair, like that cash game especially.
Cash game, yeah, exactly.
Nuts. But the thing is, he's quite inconsistent, and he only really goes off like once every few months, and then he's quite average, I have to say, apart from that. So I'm hoping to see a big performance from him, and we have a real good Orb Duel coming in. I do think FaZe will pick this map up, but hopefully we'll have a nice, closely contested game. There's Kiyoshima on the screen as well. He's actually been very impressive for me overall in this FaZe project. I think he's actually come back to form incredibly since his envious days.
Well, you've broken it down nicely. I think the Henny comments are accurate. Bolt's close to camera. I mean, everyone on this team now has played with Fallen at some point in time.
Indeed.
The Brazilian scene, especially these top 10, have played a lot together. And then there's also, I mean, Luminosity stepping up as of late.
Yeah,
with Showtime.
They're qualifying some tournaments now. It's actually looking quite exciting for them. But here we go, Matthew.
Yeah, the fact that 3 Brazilian teams can show up in North America and improve like that, while North American teams can't, says a lot about mentality. But we're underway with a double push through the underpass. Alu goes first. He dies second. It's Kiyoshima that actually takes the bullet from Lucas to start things off. Rain tried to push up to compensate for this inside of the apartments at B. If they'd found success in the kills, he would have been in perfect position to capitalize. Now he's got to sit and be patient and hope that they walk back his direction and he can make up for what they've lost.
Yeah, it looked like Immortals were almost expecting that underpass push coming in. They lose 2 frags just like that. And the good thing from Immortals right now, they've got so much time to work with it. This is perfect. You don't give anything away. You don't start committing right off the bat. You know the CTs have to react to this. Mirage, by its very essence, is a very reactive map. As soon as you lose frags on the entirety of the map, you have to be pushing and getting something back in return. That's what Rain's trying to do right now. He's considering pushing a little bit further. Steel's waiting for him as well. This is looking very nice for Immortals. It's still with that 2 smokes as well. This should be a guaranteed round for them, but not if Rain is hitting shots like that. Amazing stuff from him.
Said he had to make up for it. Manages 2. Lucas, oh, that's going to end it, though. Gets Nico and then follows up by finding Rain as well. It's all on to Kerrigan in a 1 versus 3. Needs to rotate over from the A side of the map with a smoke, no armor. Does have a kit, but no armor is the bigger problem. That's Bomb that's gone in toward the jail position, but they're just clearing it first, and Bolts finds the kill.
Yeah, so unfortunately for FaZe, went for the aggressive stance off the bat. That straight towards underpass. It's a nice idea, but you could see Immortals had that area locked down. 2 players watching it, got both the frags to kick things off. Rain did absolutely everything he could towards those B apartments there, but got shut down. Lovely stuff by him, to be fair. What great couple of shots those were to bringing the round back into contention at least, but unfortunately he got shut down. Nico went down on the other side of the map as well, and it's going to be 1-0 in favor of Immortals. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so Alu's gone full eco now. Maybe they're listening to me. Maybe I should be coach for these guys.
Well,
NIP didn't work out. We can maybe lose one.
I mean, nice Molotov.
So this is the problem for FaZe. Historically, he'd be joining in with the Deagle and Armor as well. He really struggled to get on the AWP, and then it looks like they've kind of addressed that issue, and he will be fully eco at this point. So he will have the AWP in the first gun round. Not a single dollar invested.
I was going to say NIP didn't work out, not because of you. I think you were the strong suit for them.
Yeah, they should have stuck to their guns and they kept me.
I mean, they didn't look good without you yesterday.
What I'm thinking. Still time. I'm still available.
Always available.
Yeah. Anyone wants to pick me up for coach, I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
You could end that sentence with anyone that wants to pick me up.
What's in general? Let's go.
Flash out, Keo. Close corner catwalk. Can't find the shot, but he was forward to the flash. Nico's taking a lot of damage. In fact, more than just damage, he's taking death. Prescribed to it. As FNX takes a shot from Rain. This is actually turning around because Alu gets the shot into Lucas, and suddenly Bolts getting one kill back. It does bring it to a 3 versus 2, but the fact that there's a double deagle setup and an armor on both, if they can pick up one of the guns that's dropped down, they have a chance still of pulling this back their favor. And Keo, I think, has spotted this is going A. In fact, he's let one slip by. He could catch the bomb right now and steal. Oh, it does. I thought he missed the shot, the headshot at that, but by getting this kill, leaves him open to Bolts. Bomb down, buys time. They've got to go back for it. They don't know where Rain is gone. He knows exactly where Bolts is, and he's going to try and find that with the deagle. He's got it down to a 1 versus 1, and a gun available to him on catwalk.
Ooh. God, that was close. Rain, known as the clutch master right now, certainly makes things exciting. Great awareness from him. He actually sensed the play, obviously. Killed his teammate from the vents, takes him down, he's rotated towards short as well. The time's ticking away. The bomb's down in the A. He's got to come there at some point. Brings it down to the 1v1, but out-dueled there by the AK-47. So very exciting round there from FaZe, and able to convert it to a victory. So that will be 2-0 in favor of the Brazilian side here. So this will be the full eco for FaZe at this point. Immortals will be aware of this. They don't have to work too hard at this point. Just hold back, run the clock down a little bit. Don't want to rush, don't want to run into any sort of stacks, and just try and find each frag. One by one, we'll have a look at the little setup here from FaZe. It looks like there's 2 players towards window, and from what I can see on the mini-map. That rings true. We'll find out momentarily. Rain's got a deagle after picking up a couple of frags in that round. And we have one flashbang for Alu. Suggests maybe it's flash towards top middle. They are pushing up right now. I expect the flash to come in momentarily. And then still, he's at a great position there. He can fall back as soon as he gets flashed.
Yeah, and Henny then turns. That's the whole point of this setup. Henny staring at the wall means he won't be blinded. So even though Steel goes down, Henny's perfectly positioned. That's why it's similar to the A main position on Cash. One stares at wall, one watches the entrance. When the flash is in, you just swap it out. Henny's done very well. We've had a player drop. And that was a disconnect after Kiyoshima died, so all 5 were killed. The money's going to be correct, but they've got to call a technical. So, as expected, we will take a short minute.
We will. A time to
just
reflect.
Just a hot minute.
Hot minute. Why not? So Kiyoshima drops out. Technical pause coming in, of course. So there, it is going to be the 3-0 for Immortals. That was the full eco. Not really much FaZe could do there. Try to flash towards top and middle. Maybe get a couple of frags. Dent the economy of Immortals at least. But so far, Immortals looking pretty strong. They did lose all... Well, they lost 4 players in the round before that, so they can't have a bonus round, anything like that. They have 5 AKs, maybe an AWP will come in. I'm not sure they can afford it into that first gun round, but Alu certainly can. Like we said, he took a full eco, and there it is. He brings it out. He's got body armor as well, so that's the benefit of going full eco as an AWPer. Henny will be dueling him, though. And it looks like a full A execution. You see 4 players outside A here, 1 towards middle, Molotoving towards the window. And this should be smoke, so maybe a contact play. We'll see what they bring to the table here as Rain gets up close and personal, seeing if he may push through this smoke. Looks like he's considering it.
Bolts will watch the wide side of said smoke as Rain backs off. So we did go through. It would have been a tough order. This will be top stairs. Bounce once, bounce on top. Lands, jungle smoke thrown as well, but Rain's underneath the balcony. Forward of the smokes, they've got to chase him down. Steel, manages to do so, but a flashback in, and Nico takes him. Spray control, as ever, very good, takes down Henny. And Lucas is left versus 4. Good start as he finds the headshot onto Kiyoshima. Reads that, in fact, Kerrigan is very likely to be rotating B, but Kerrigan knows he's in connector and goes the smart way around instead.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? The bomb's down, they have vision of it. There's no reason for him to face or even challenge this frag. Allow Lucas to commit and then to take him down as a team. That makes a lot of sense here. Alu, AWP towards CT spawn. No one's giving anything away here. Make him touch the bomb, even commit to a plan before you give him any contact. And give him nothing to work with, not a single target. That's the objective at this point.
Hunting now for that information not given to him.
It's like a trifecta of doom right now. Look in the top left.
Trifecta of Doom.
It's good, isn't it?
Is that your metal band's name?
It might be, actually. Do you want to join?
No, that's okay. Good shot, Alu. Seemingly the sharpest point on the triangle.
It seems that way. So good round from FaZe. I don't mind that at all, though, from Immortals. After the force buy in the second round, going for a full set piece in a map like Mirage makes a lot of sense. You know, the CTs potentially don't have the incendiaries or maybe even the smoke grenades to actually hold you off effectively there, but Rain and Nico, some amazing work, especially Nico. That spray control from the steps position was phenomenal, and that's what's so good about this FaZe clan. They don't really rely on the strategic side or maybe the utility so much. They've got such good aimers there. Happy to take duels all day long, and they will pick up the first gun round here. Now this is on the AWP, of course, and you can see Immortals after having that close second round, they will be onto a little partial buy here. The Eagles, Tech 9s, a couple of smokes. Looks like they're going towards A once again. Same smokes probably coming in. Either they do steps and jungle smokes. They actually,
Okay.
Little love tap there.
Good
Make
luck.
sure he's paying attention.
Yep. Didn't mean to press 1. Sorry, dude. Trigger bot failed. Alu through the smoke. Okay. Trying to find an opening. Nico again, though, pushing is going to be in a prime position. In fact, off the stairs that time, so we can see above it, but got hit by Lucas, who continues to show good form in terms of accuracy. Unfortunately, the form is all FaZe now that the guns have been purchased. It's going to go to 3-2, bomb to be defused once they grab and collect the extra pistols that they would like.
Yep.
And that'll bring us a little bit closer. I think the money at this point in time for Immortals should be...
It'd still be stabilizing.
Yeah,
that was only a partial buy.
plant,
That wasn't a full investment at that point. So that was the objective, get the bomb down. They successfully do it. Took a couple of kills as well, so not too bad at all. And yeah, plenty of money to buy. I'm not sure they get the AWP. We have to look at this image, so we'll find out momentarily.
Nah, I think there's none. Yeah.
Okay. So 5 AKs. They've been doing a couple of set pieces the last few rounds. This will be back to default for now. You don't want to keep chucking that in there.
Alu has a fast ace spawn. He could try and pick through the arch.
Or Palace, maybe.
Could go Palace.
Mix things up.
Yeah, Alu could. I see him more the one to peek. Yeah, A main.
Yeah.
He's gone there. I don't think I've seen him push Palace in a very long time.
Oh, the bug comes in again. Nice.
Yep, that's frustrating because he's looking to try and... Part of the fast plan is he can cross over at A main, that's fine, but he can also get to connectors. So he was really hoping to get that peek. The Molotov was very smart, and they get kills off of it. In fact, one of them was from Flames, as they burned, I believe, Nico. Lucas with those 2 kills. His brother's gone down, but they stand 1 man up, and they'll try and take the B site, fortified by that of only Kerrigan.
Yeah, a lot of aggression there from short. FaZe clan does not pay off. Nico and Kirishima going down, and once again, finding this early man advantage so early on in the round with 1 minute remaining as well is such a benefit position for Immortals. They will be executing towards B. This looks like a full commitment. Kerrigan in a great spot to get 1 frag, but he does get flashed off and have to drop down at this point.
Kerrigan does drop down indeed. Looks to the right, finds bolts, but FNX takes Kerrigan back. That will allow the plants, again, still with the man advantage from early on. It's been trades ever since, but they've not yet been able to equalize the FaZe side. Nade goes through. Decent nade at that because 2 players have been to take minor damage, but Steel gets the shot on Rain, and Alu, I think, is going to keep this AWP.
The HG grenade actually works against Rain at that point. The HG was still kind of dissipating, and the teammate couldn't actually help him out whatsoever. He gets taken down at that point, and it's going to be Immortals striking back after finding the initial aggression from the CTs at short. They get their man advantage at that point, and then going towards B, full execution. It's very difficult to hold it off with the limited manpower towards that side of the map, and Immortals run away with it. The retake comes in from FaZe, doesn't work out though. That HG grenade, a small little nuance for you there as to why Rain couldn't pick up the frag. But it's 4-2 now. Immortals take quite a comfortable lead at this point. It's going to be a force buy from FaZe. It's not the best. 2 UMPs, a shotgun, 1 M4, and Kirishima's on a deagle, but he's very good with that pistol. We'll see whether he can get anything going. And then looking at the setup, there's real aggression coming in. We have 1 player towards short. That is Kirishima with the deagle. And only 1 at A, so they've taken a bit of a gamble towards the B side of the map.
This push from Steel could be so good. Nico's there. Oh, come on. Someone, please, watch them both back off. Steel's thinking about it. He's gone. Now we just need Nico to go back.
Thing is, Nico's so vulnerable to the flashbangs at that point. Alu goes down on the other
gone.
side.
Nico's going. He's going to round that corner. Surely does take Steel. We don't see it. But it was shown just before we left that perspective that he was pushing toward the doorway, and Steel was already starting to consider the balcony. The B apartments instead. The apartments. It's the B apartments.
Apartments. Is that what we're calling it?
Apartments.
Apartments. Okay. Cool. Well, once again, this situation heavily favours Immortals 4-on-4, which is going to spread FaZe even thinner than they already are. They have picked up an AK-47 for Nico, though, so that's going to be an interesting factor going forward. Only Kerrigan towards B right now. There is some backup coming in the form of Nico towards short. Kiyoshima's joining in as well. So in terms of the actual positional control, FaZe are looking very good. Look at T-Spawn as well. Rain's coming in with the UMP. So they've actually got them pincered here. A lot of information gathered. Nico's still an underpass. Got a little bit tricked by the old mini-map there.
Nico is going to go again. This is perfect timing. Kerrigan as well. Shotgun. Ooh, took two despite being that close. The second one, not so much.
Oh.
The third was actually Nico. I thought from that range, that's incredible, but FNX gets in behind the smoke, finds Rain, and with the bomb not yet planted, he's got massive problems. 7 seconds. He's just got to get away. Stay alive. Get out. Get out. Run. Bye.
There it is. Fortunately for Immortals there, they get caught out of position. That was all down to Rain getting a T-spawn. You can see as soon as he gets there, he's pushed the A-ramp and given his team so much information to work with at that point. They're already clutching at straws. Nico found them something to work with there. It was sort of 4-on-4 once he got the AK-47. But him and Underpass and Nico and T-spawn, they can make an educated guess as to where the T's is going. They're in the B apartments. Nico spots a grenade going over as well. He comes in, they pincer him, and Kerrigan stepping up with the Mag 7 as well. 2 frags after missing the first shot. It's rare that the T's don't check that corner, but he gets away with it. And we go back to a 4 spy for Immortals at this point. 2 AKs for them, and 3 pistols as well. They have opted for more utility instead of firepower here. Holding up for any aggression towards middle. That's going to be Lucas and Henny. Find any of it, though. We have got Kiyoshima pushing off towards short. He's actually got himself in a very advantageous position, all things considered now. 2 pistol players towards top middle. Could get 1 frag and fall back. Steel's coming from underpass.
Keo dodges, well, partially dodges the flash. Not that one, though. Enjoy your blindness. Steel is going to temporarily receive the same treatment. Flashes everywhere. More importantly, though, Steel's got position on Keo, who doesn't know it. He looks below, and down he goes.
Wasn't really required, that risk, and now it's going to fall apart. FNX find another frag as well, but Rain's fighting back, so's Nico. Good teamwork there towards the A side. Steel's got to get this back in favor for his team, but he's been smoked out of connector.
Yep, they knew he was there. They knew he'd gotten down below with that kill on Kiyoshima, so a smart read to hold him off. Henny wants around this corner. Doesn't have much to work with, so Steel's going to try and come back him. Not much to work with is a CZ-75, and in the world that we live in, that is a lot to work with, because he's going to get the bomb down. Molotov's off toward the window as well, and he's picked up the laser. It's a Mag 7.
Right? Is that the name of the skin or something?
No, it's just a laser beam when you're,
Ah.
you know, if you get the right RNG, the headshot,
Okay.
you could probably kill from this range with it.
Fair enough.
Don't ask me to explain things. I don't think. I just talk. Rain starts to work in. Had to hold up. That's what he was waiting for was Nico to get in position, but Nico's gone down. CZ from that range as well. All the way onto Catwalk. That's 2 from the CZ that are crucial kills. And it's going to amount to them picking up the round because Steel's able to hold true to find Rain.
That was the 4 spy from Immortals there. 2 AKs and 3 pistols. I have to say, FaZe after getting that man advantage as well. Kiyoshima, a bit of a fumble from him overall. There's no real reason. You know they've got limited buy. You've seen the pistols and a couple of AKs coming out as well. The fact they get that kill and he's still boosting up above his own smoke to try and get something going towards the underpass, it wasn't really required in my opinion. Kerrigan then, the only player towards B, he's aggressive towards short, giving that CZ the range it requires to actually get an entry towards that site. And now this is a horrible situation for FaZe going forward. You can see the money's been fully reset. 3 players, well, 2 players on sub $2,000. They still can't buy. Alu's got just above that, the Orpa. That's not a great position, and I think they'll take a tactical pause here. They will indeed. So, time to reflect on what's been happening. I think some overzealous plays from some of the players there, especially Kiyoshima in that last round, was what led to Immortals getting back into this. That was a very unlikely round for them overall. So, let's be calming down. I'll have Robin to have a little chat with them. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe it is getting a bit antsy and just need a chance to calm down and give too much away at this point, which they have been doing. Back into it. What have we got? It's going to be the 4 spy. It was going to be a double eco situation anyway, Matt, so might as well give it a go, right? We've always talked about FaZe being very skilled with the weapons like the Desert Eagle and Caracas on a CZ as well. 5 players towards B, though. This is an orthodox, and you know they're going to be eco. Could run into a stack. They're fully committing. Molotovs and flashbangs in.
A nade.
Damaging.
Orc nade. Keo is able to capitalize. Now, so is Kerrigan with the bomb, with the UMP picked up. Swing wide, go back to the window.
It breaks my heart, Matt, when teams rush B when they've got up against an eco. It really does.
Up against a Nico.
Yeah, that's sick.
Jump. Was that a jump shot from him in the last one?
I don't know. But that's,
I think it was.
It's such a poor decision, in my opinion, tactically. As an in-game leader, when you know you've just fully reset them, right, just go, should we just go all in towards B? Like, sure, it can pay off. If they're doing a standard setup, right, you think, okay, yeah, we'll just run in, that'll be easy kills. But the fact you've just run into Deagles, the FaZe players so strong on those weapons, if they are stacking there for whatever reason, you're going to have a real tough time. Such a tight choke point coming out there. You've got to jump out a window. You'll be airborne for a little bit. You're trying to come out. A lot of vulnerability to grenades as well. It doesn't make sense in this sort of game. Best of one to take those kind of risks, in my opinion. And Immortals get punished for it. And now they will be force buying themselves, and they're going to find an exchange towards Connector.
And he swings up, techs underneath the underpass. FNX trying to find a shot with whatever weaponry he could work with. Deagle toward B, as Alu has to try and fight back for Connector, in fact, because Lucas has done well to pick up a weapon here. Pick up I thought for sure he was going to pick up a second kill. He got the jump on Alu.
Yeah.
But he takes him down to 22 before the response comes in from the AK.
Kiyashima in a nice position here from that vent. Can get a nice little bird's eye view towards middle. If he shoots it out, he can take them down, but they seem to be aware this could be a possibility. Very patient at this point, knows this could be a risk for him. It's going to be a 4-on-2, but low HP for Alu and Rain as well. FNX trying to make something happen here with the Desert Eagle.
Oh, that's making something work indeed. Pre-fires Connector, expecting a repeak. They've got a man advantage out of this. Are we going to start to see these rounds where we see a force buy win and then a careless rush to B loss against a force buy? And now another round that could be pulled back. Double M4 picked up on the T side.
Yeah, well,
Smokes to go off at CT. They've given themselves some room.
The eco factor is not a problem here now. They've got armor and picked up 2 M4s against UMPs. They actually have the advantage, all things considered now.
Certainly do. Oh, the UMP's tagged out as well. Rain's on 5. He could still try and get above this smoke as it dissipates. Bomb being planted. He's a little bit off, and he can't sit any further. Tracer's shown. A single bullet will take him down, so too a nade. He's going to go for more, finds the information, but that's the best he can do for Kerrigan at this point in time. Kerrigan knows there's one at A-main. Flash will help him confirm that, but they've found him. Echo located based on the noise cues, and they're going to play these peaks very carefully. Together they go, together they win.
Big round there from Immortals. Another force buy victory in this crazy best of one on Mirage. FNX there, they're up against it. They're in a 3-on-2, and he's being very patient indeed. He was waiting for a mistake to be made at CT. Not necessarily a mistake comes in. He gets up towards short, pre-fires Kiyashima with a lovely 1-dig, picks up the M4, and at that point, like we said, they get the advantage, right? Because the FaZe clan, they had 2 UMPs, and they were separated as well. The T's can stick together. FaZe had lost track of them completely. They go towards A, nice smoke towards CT Sport, and Ray can do nothing about it. And another force buy comes in, this time for FaZe. And that Molotov keeps missing consistently. They need to work on that one a little bit. I think that's the 3rd time it hasn't hit. But still, into round number 11 here, we have a mag 7 for Kerrigan. Wasn't a problem before. Rain with the M4, and Alu, he's down to the SMG once again.
Rain will start to get back inside of the connector. Do you know why they call it the connector?
It connects 2 worlds together.
2 worlds?
Yeah. You, like
you and I are from other worlds.
Yeah. Which world are you from again?
I don't know. Arrakis.
Okay. All right, moving on. Back towards A we go. So this is a safer bet, right? Like I talked about fast B executions not being a viable strategy really against these sort of force buys, but A executions certainly are. You can eradicate a lot of risk with the smokes and Molotov towards Shadow, for example. I think they'll almost certainly do that considering Rain, that's where he's been playing from. And you can take the close range positions with the manpower here. And this should work out for Immortals. They go in. Alu does find the first frag, but Henry really strikes back.
Bolts needs out. Try and do damage where he can to assist the fact that Steel needs to enter in from the connector and that FNX is very low. Bolts as well is only on 43. From Kerrigan isn't having much luck. We had a good round from it. But again, the first shot's not there, and Bolts is able to collect on Rain. You're right. It could very well look at the HP. That was the opportunity they needed. But is it gone or is it still around? Because Keo finds 2 on the Deagle.
Oh, you can see a sigh of relief there from Kerrigan. Another very tense round, a force by working out once again. This is just so back and forth. No one running away with this game. And FaZe keep their heads above water for now. And I'm almost certain that the force buy comes in from the Brazilian side once again. Kiyashima holds his nerve. He knew they were both low HP as well. Misses the first shot, but recovers. And I was very impressed he actually managed to win that. It went, okay, it was a full spray from FNX. We didn't see it from his POV, so he couldn't really adjust too much there. Force buy comes in indeed, 6-5. Oh, this has been a crazy game so far, and I'm loving it. It's going to be Deagles here and a Galil for Bolts. They have got a couple of smokes to work with. Let's see everyone can actually break the serve at this point, and FaZe can tie things up and get the 6-6. A much weaker bar. We had a lot of utility for Immortals before. It was underpass for now. Shima did push off towards short to get some early intel, but decides to fall back. Let's try and get the crossfires established. You know, it's another weaker buy here. Don't have to give single jewels away at this point.
Bomb down so they don't take it into the window. Spotted, though. Steal by Keo, pushing up, getting away, 62 HP. No need to re-peek, though.
Yeah, it's a nice calculated risk there from Kyoshima. He got a sound cue from his teammates, and the bomb had been dropped towards the window. It suggests they probably are going to boost one player up. He gets off towards short, and this looks like a nice, easy round now for FaZe. Finally, someone will start to build their bank accounts. Carragher's still on that mag 7, and it's going to be a 5-on-2. So Henry and Boltz trying to do what they can. Technically, should get nothing out of this. At this point, the CTs don't have to hunt for frags whatsoever. And Nico through the smoke, all right. Fair enough. He might have got a radar key where you hold your crosshair in particular areas. When through a smoke, you can't see it. But still, very impressive all the same. He would have got a sound cue as well once he dinked the player. So that's why he was so certain he had done it. But heading out with the bomb, 30 seconds remaining. Doesn't have much chance of planting it, but let's see what he can do.
Trying that Deagle Henny. Nico's going to grab it. 6-6. If we had a third 6, we'd have the Devil Henry. That's how that works.
Yeah, relevant, I guess.
I usually talk about relevant facts.
Yeah, it's true. That's what you're known for, I think.
Yeah, that's my catch.
Especially on the analyst desk. That's where you do your finest and most relevant stuff.
I think I'm underrated on the I'm surprised they aren't putting me on there more.
I've been told we're going to have a little appearance there this week.
Are we?
Yep, like we did last time. We did it here.
Did we?
Yeah, it's going to be one day. They're going to see if we can hold our own on there.
Great.
So look out for that.
Yeah, I would tune in for that. Maybe mute.
Strong segment.
But yeah, it'll be a good time. I'll just be there so I don't get fired. Run boost. I really wanted to do it at EPL and do the entire segment. Look at Nico go, though. Oh, he almost got the ace. Keo robs him of it. Doesn't matter. They get all 5. The run boost to try and get some presence with the pistols in mid. Doesn't really work. They're set and ready. No smokes in mid. No smokes anywhere in the window. So yeah, pretty straightforward. But yes, I tried to do that at EPL, and I just felt rude to Jason, so I had to back out of it.
I think that's fair enough. I think it'd be rude to everyone on the desk, really, just being insufferable.
I'm insufferable every day, though.
Yeah,
it's
that's a new level for you.
It's not like
Even
I'm
for
changing.
You, that's bad.
Maybe.
Anyway, Nico there, like you said, very simple round. Let's not get too excited. Glocks and 1 Deagle with no armor. It's going to be easy to play like him all day long. And we do have a difficult buy for Immortals. 5 AK sure, but only 4 smokes, so that's about it. No Molotovs, a couple of flashbangs, and this has to be a contact round, really. I think they need to find a frag first and then maybe think about doing something after. Smoke comes in from Carrigan, taking a bit of the peppering there from the AK through the smoke, and he's trying to just get some map control, which he has established. He's got a nice close range angle at this point. He can hold that by himself. He's very happy to do so. Alu's back on the AWP, and he'll be towards... Where is he? Is he dropped out of the window? From what I can see, it's very difficult to tell.
It does appear as though he has.
Yeah, he's watching underpass, and Nico's got top and middle.
Yes, indeed. So he'll back off now, go toward the connector. No one in mid at all, but he just double-checks that with the scope poised and ready for anyone who wants to round the corner. But they're going full 3-2 split, likely wrap underpass and hit A. Yeah,
well, that's what the bomb is. That makes sense. But at this point, it's hoping they can find a frag. This work, get something going towards the B apartment, show some presence there, maybe force a rotation if you're lucky. That's a very nice smoke to come down. That slows down Immortals considerably here as the time ticks away, and they're quite separated at the moment. So they're going to have to start thinking about repositioning and working out what the final plan is here. Towards B. One player sent in.
It's a nice little smoke above that antenna off the skybox, cover the arch. Easier to throw than the actual one that goes directly off the top skybox. Good play. Kyoshima holds his own, and he's got 2! Good shot from Alu. Bomb is going to go down. Nade will do damage, only just to Boltz. Actually quite significant. 53 damage onto Boltz. As Alu continues to try and find an opening, rotates. Just coming in now, Alu gets Boltz. That'll do, and they'll grab the round to go 8-6. So we'll head into the last round. They've secured the half, but will it be 9-6, Henry? That's my question.
I'm not sure. I would say at this point probably yes, because they were unlimited by that round. It looks like it'll be even more so going into number 15 here. Carrigan, we've been pointed out, he's on 4 for 8, but he has been limited to a shotgun most of the rounds, to be fair. The economy game has not been working in anyone's favor. It's been back and forth deagle rounds working out, and he normally orbs on this map as well. If they had been actually having a very good economy, he'd probably bring out the double orb setup. That's when he does his best work, I think, on this map especially. But it hasn't really been working out. It's been quite a strange game. Here comes the double orb setup finally. This is what they wanted to aim for, but this wasn't possible. Kiyoshima, little auto sniper there as well. Normally to the downfall of most teams, they brought us out, but let's see if he can do anything with it. Nico spraying wildly through the smoke there. Doesn't land any damage just yet, and Henry's trying to find the reply as he boosts himself onto the box there. Interested to see where the auto sniper is. I assume he's still towards short. Yeah, there he is.
Not bad.
Makes a lot of sense there, right? Because normally that smoke comes down in front of him. Obviously, can spam through it. Try and find the players crossing over to the mid boxes. Doesn't find anything just yet. But no grenades whatsoever, Matt. And we're 1 minute 20 for Immortals. They have to just get pure frags here, and that's not going to help. A lovely pinpoint precision headshot there with the auto sniper. That was so silly then.
Yeah, I really did. Done. How easy.
Yeah.
How easy is Counter-Strike, guys? It's a simple game. Steal. I'll try and make it a simple take onto the B site as they start to walk down the apartments. Bomb still in Horseshoe will be picked up. And they'll head that way. Bolt's the one to have the bomb now. It's Kerrigan as well is going to reposition with that AWP toward the apartments.
30 seconds. Kerrigan's always guaranteed a frag at this point. They've got nothing to flash him off or actually do anything about this. He'll get 1 kill, stay alive. There it is. Done.
Easy. Gets the lineup, nails the shot. Molotov down a little late for the first player, so he'll be able to break in. Kerrigan's got to be efficient. They've rotated over, but they're just arriving now, and already a kill for Steal, but Kerrigan, he answers that well until Lucas is able to wrap around. And they're held up inside a checker. There's a chance they could hold off these choke points. Bomb for sure goes down. But how does the retake go at this point? Bolt's very limited. Still manages the shot on the rain. And Lucas is going to peek again. Alu, though, is wise to it with the AWP. It's now an AWP and an auto sniper to try and take back the site. The auto sniper certainly works, and it goes 9-6.
An unlikely retake, that combination, the auto sniper and AWP. But it was a simple round for FaZe overall, if you think about it. No nades at all at the 1 minute 25 mark for Immortals there. They were clutching at straws throughout that round. The pick from Kiyoshima to kick things off as well doesn't work in their favor too well. It's going to be 9-6 to end the half there. A very interesting half of Counter-Strike, Matt, I have to say, considering all the force fires we had and the back and forth action. Quite exciting overall. It was Immortals who picked up the pistol. And yeah, I guess at this point we'll take a little break, shall we? Why not?
All things considered, not a bad half from either side. A bit back and forth to open things up, but FaZe do lead 9-6, Henry.
Yeah, and you have to say, Mav, you think about it, Immortals got the pistol and the 3-0 as well. They won a lot of force buys. I can't think of many gun runs actually won there. It's actually FaZe that were the better team towards the end, actually closing things out more convincingly. As we get to the second half, let's have a look at the buy for the T's here. Superman purchase for Kiyoshima. That means he's got the Tech 9 and body armor. We have 2 smokes, very standard stuff. Would be the smokes towards jungle and steps. Maybe one towards CD spawn as well. A little mix up here. This is a little bit unusual. They might focus towards a connector area to see what they can do here. As the smokes come in, the flashes wildly going towards CD spawn as well. It's going to be HenryG to go down first as Nico finds him with the Glock.
It does indeed. Shots from Rain can't land on the Glock as they boost above the smoke, but bomb planted safely. FaZe picking up this pistol, puts them on 10 and in a good position.
Yeah, very good, considering they have jungle control as well. CT's got to think about this.
No, Rain's already got the cutoff. Rain's able to walk back out, get the information that they're entering through spots 2, and then he just tries to do damage, does great damage. Oh, Halu just barely gets the kill out from under him, but Nico's closed out on Lucas.
Pretty brutal round there from FaZe. Didn't drop a single frag there. I like the idea. They smoke enough towards CT spawn and jungle as well. That eradicates 2 risks, and you're focusing towards the steps with a flashbang. They get that frag towards jungle, and then Nico actually gets a very good position there. The fact he can get in there and stop the rotations. A lot of teams focus on CT spawn. That's quite standard. But you have the disadvantage at that point. If you're CT spawn with a Glock, rotating CT players from B have the USP. They have the range advantage. If you can actually lock that down with the smoke grenade and you're watching towards connector, that's actually really interesting, as you're going to have the advantage at that point when they come through the actual vent. So, really nice little round from FaZe. Very clean. As we get into number 2 here, it will be a slight force buy from Immortals. HenryG and Steel, though, not going with the body armor. I suggest they might want to go for a double AWP setup here. Obviously, HenryG will be aiming for a single AWP. We'll see whether Steel can join him. 3 AKs, 2 UMPs as well. No B rushes, thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord.
Just keep it default.
Praise be to God, hallelujah. My name's Henry.
That's what I'm getting into these days.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Trifecta of Doom and religion.
It's a nice combo.
Kerrigan takes down HenryG. Bolts will start to work back in toward the window with a deagle.
This is perfect. This is textbook Counter-Strike. You go with default at the start, you wait for the aggression, bait out any utility you have, work out what kind of stance they're in, what kind of buy they have, get the pick, 5 and 4, then you go into a position together, trade frags. This is beautiful stuff, man. You love to see this happen.
Love to indeed. Certainly love that Kiyoshima's going to walk around and very clinically take down FNX.
Let's look it up.
Sometimes you do have to just sit back and look at it.
Yeah, perfect. Everything's covered, it's all calm. And nothing that Immortals can do at this point. Bomb planted. They might just want to save their armor.
So fall off from the vents and do exactly that. Looks to be the case for Steel. Done. And as you would say, dust redded.
I would say that, yeah, indeed. So there it is, like I said, as I built it up, I was being a bit silly there, but it was a really nice anti-eco round from FaZe. Just perfectly done. Holding the default at the start, find the pick, wait for the reaction to come in, stick together, simple execution, nothing too flashy. Don't want to be caught nades out or running in with Molotovs in your hand or anything like that. Get in there, have everything covered. One player watching middle as well who comes from connector for the pincer. He takes the steps player down. They're focusing on the bomb site. Beautiful CS overall from FaZe. And they will be trying to save the armor at this point. Immortals can't really challenge here. Might as well take the Deagles into the next round and see what they can do with those. But solid start here in the second half of FaZe. 2-0 for them, 11-6 overall. That's round number 18 here. And yeah, this is the losers match. We should remind ourselves of that. Both these teams had a bit of a fumble. I'd say FaZe more so, losing to Hellraisers. To be fair, Hellraisers looked very good online recently. And it's nice to see them transition that online performance to the LAN finals here in Kiev. FaZe, also to be fair, have looked very poor online recently. So for once, online kind of correlating to LAN play, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. It's, anyway, I'll come back to that. Rain's going to push, take down FNX with good flash as he tried to get top middle, had no support as they were already smoked off by the short smoke. I think that it's just because the landscape slowed ever so slightly. We don't have as many LANs that perhaps people are more rested in actually playing the online games with more sincerity. Maybe there's a bit more practice. We've just gone through a month where we haven't been to a tournament, and that's a rarity in some ways. So maybe that has something to play into it. I'm not sure.
Well, as it is for this round, it should be quite a clean-cut affair for FaZe, and they will be having a ton of money going forward as well. They haven't dropped a frag yet this half. That's kind of interesting. The fact they're going in, everyone is 0 deaths. They're going to have a ton of money, and even more so if karrigan keeps finding frags with that UMP, $600 a piece for that weapon. Just Lucas now, and the next round, FaZe know a force by came in that second one. They're going to have a ton of money. They can afford to be a bit more cavalier going forward to the first gun round here. They've got a ton of money. Maybe go for a straight up rush here. I don't mind the rush in these all right. I actually like it a lot. And the fact that they're going to be limited, they wouldn't necessarily have incendiaries. They will have an AWP, that's for sure. HenryG went with that full eco. So he's got 5k, that comes out. I'm interested to see whether Steel picked up one as well, considering he didn't get body armor. He will not, he gets the M4. But yeah, this is the round where you can expect them to be a bit faster, try and abuse them a little bit. In fact, HenryG's got no head armor as well. Those UMPs become a lot more viable going forward. And this is always an interesting round. It's my favorite ones to cast, to see what kind of mentality the in-game leaders have and what they want to bring to the table.
Now set for the smoke that goes short. That's already thrown. Set for a smoke as well that goes in toward back connector, I think that one is. Toward the Archie jungle, I think. I'm not 100% certain. Okay, so it bounces, does connector. Lucas, either way, is going to start pushing up toward the Molotovs and try and get position against FaZe, who's already in the kitchen.
Just to note as well, the reason I said this is the rounds you can afford to be a bit more audacious and such, you can see at 1 minute 30, look at the grenades remaining for Immortals. They have one smoke, that's it. That's why the rushes are a lot more viable in this sense. Stickers to fire don't really have to hold you off, but it's bolts to find Nico. He's done considerable damage towards Rain as well. We're going towards B.
Careful not to trip over each other. That was quite a lineup we saw walking in. Lucas gets one. Steel's going to try and catch them off, and exactly that by getting in the corner, and they have to commit jumping down. Bomb dropped in the site. They have to commit low HP, and just Kiyoshima remaining. Bolts with 2. It goes Immortals' way, so they go from getting no kills in the half to picking up a round quite quickly.
Yeah, well, they had to be aggressive at that point, take the jewels as much as they could. They knew the AWP's unlikely, considering they haven't found a single kill yet. It's very rare that an AWPer who's got a weapon like a UMP or an AK ready to drop it over, especially if his teammates haven't died. He's going to keep that for sure. So they know he can at least go for some frags at the start of the round. Problem is, though, there's going to be a nice full buy for FaZe for sure this round. Like we said, they didn't drop a single frag until now. And they're more than likely bring out the AWP for Alu. And this is the real test now for Immortals. They lose this round, could mean a double eco going forward, although they did keep 3 players alive in the previous round.
Good shot. Keo takes down Steel.
Things in the process, but yeah, he gets the man advantage nice and early. That's a nightmare now for Immortals. They, like we discussed in the first half, someone needs to step up here. You can see Lucas trying to react right away on the minimap. He's trying to get something happening here. He uses the smoke to get some positional control, but he knows he needs to find a frag now, and he could find it with Kiyoshima there as well. Spots his head and says good night. That's perfect. He gets to fall back at this point.
karrigan spotting in toward the underpass position. Steady for Lucas. 4 versus 4 though with 56. We talked about lack of utility last time. Again, this time it's a single smoke and a Molotov, both in the hands of HenryG, that remain for Immortals, and they've given up B. Fortified onto A with bolts considering the opposite and going back over, but they've got one player who's going to sell everything, and that's karrigan. He makes it up through connector. Good position as well because he's already deep inside of the site. With, I believe it's FNX, yeah, pushed up toward A main. So doesn't sell much, just the single Molotov. They've lost the pick to Lucas. If he'd gotten a kill, they may have forced bolts back on rotation, but they're just going to commit to the B site instead. And Nico is going to get a perfect opportunity to find 2, but only gets 1 from it. Lucas, good reaction, good response. He'll dance inside of the site as well and evade the AWP back toward the van. That's Alu, who spots him late, but he's already wrapping around. karrigan instead, he hits it with the AK and the bomb to be planted. 2 versus 2 means Alu doesn't have a lot of time to find a post-plant position, but he knows exactly where FNX is coming from. However, still goes down, and karrigan's left in the open. FNX just needs to stay alive, let his teammate come into the fold. Does the work himself instead, and they'll get their 8th.
The bomb does get planted in FaZe in a winnable clutch situation there, but you could see great positions there from Immortals. It was almost impossible for karrigan to pick up that round. He knows he's got a player from kitchen as well, can hear him coming in, knows the players are short as well, tries to get back into a reasonable position there on the corner of the bomb side, but caught out, and it's going to be 2 rounds in a row for Immortals. A much needed round, as we said. They would have been double eco if they didn't win that, but still comes down to a tight situation. Still plenty of money available for FaZe. Alu doesn't have quite so much after buying the AWP in the previous round, but he still gets the UMP. 4 AKs around him, they have a full array of utility as well. So still a chance to get Immortals on the ropes. They pick this one up, but no AWP to play with this time. HenryG, of course, still on his. Incendiary to hold him at bay there at the start of the round. Smokes off towards his position as well. Still challenging towards middle with his AK, trying to do some damage through the smoke there.
2 toward the boxes at mid. Smoke out. Kiyoshima now can safely walk out from the underpass and head toward the connector. Bomb will go back through T-spawn and get ever closer toward the A site. And with 1:20, I know it's a lot of time still to work with, but all signs point to the fact that they'll try and split A from mid. Gotta make a call at some point if you can't find the picks. FNX again will play close up A. Did this in the last round, wasn't required. They went over to B instead. He never really had to fight. Played rotations instead and did well. Found the last 2 kills. This time he might find the opening. As Rain gets close, very close. Steps made. FNX knows it. Just waits patiently. Nearly went down. Missed the shots. Takes him to 19 HP, but Bolts will get Nico walking in from Palace. The rest coming in from middle. Kiyoshima, has killed his teammate because they jump through in such a close fashion that he has no choice but to fire in to get the kill. Takes his teammate as well, but kerrigan's still in this. 13 HP, 22 on Henny. Spots his shoulder as well. It's a one-on-one with 19 on FNX. Bomb down inside of the site. And 31, kerrigan's got to go. He's got to go.
I thought he was going to try and go around T-spawn there. Didn't have the time to work with. And FNX is in a pretty dire situation here. He's in the open. Could get caught out. And luckily for him, got a bit confused with the split screen there. He does pick up the shot. 3 kills for him in total. And kerrigan, like he said, 3 versus 1. But certainly had grounds to win that round. And you could see his decision making. He's going towards top middle. I'm sure he's baiting out the sounds, suggesting he did it. I think he didn't realize how much or how little time he had left. Comes in, finds the right lineup for FNX, but gets beaten to the punch. And it's 3 rounds in a row for Immortals. That's surely going to be the money gone now without the plant coming in for FaZe. And now we really do have a game on our hands. Immortals up against the Eco at this point. Should get to double digits, and we'll see whether they can have a clean round here. Still on towards the Mag 7, so that's really the economy there. Gets a couple of kills. Pays off their gun and then some.
Good shot from Bolts. kerrigan goes down. It's through the edge of the smoke as well as they try to get some mid-presence. So things have heavily turned. You went from saying, as you mentioned, that there was no kills from Immortals in the first 3 rounds, and then it's now been 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah, turned around very nicely. And this should be quite a clean round for them. Ali takes a bit of a peppering there towards the top of middle. He goes under 41 HP, and there's 3 CTs now towards middle. They're going to be finding these kills all day long, so take on Ali there. FNX chimes in as well, 5 on 2. Nico and Kiyoshima with deagles, but no nades and armor. So this round is over, I'm afraid. Let's see if they can find anything from this. It doesn't look like they will.
Certainly not.
Ooh, there's one.
Okay. Sorry, I spoke. Prediction game on point.
So he picks up the bomb. Well, leaves that for now. Gets the M4 at least. There it is. The final kill comes in. Quite a clean round for Immortals.
Do you know that my predictions in this event are a solid 50% still?
You just...
I was 4 and 4 yesterday and 1 and 1 today.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
I am killing it.
Killing it. I think I'm 100% today. If FaZe come in today, we're on a hot streak going forward.
Listen, you got to pick first the other day. I don't think that's what everyone knows.
That's good, though, and you can see what I picked and take my notes and then use them for your benefit.
No, but see, that's the problem. Why would I want your notes? Thing is, I can't just be the same. There's no fun then. So I had to take all the upsets.
You can pick whatever.
No, we would have been the similar. You know, you took the easy.
And you picked first today, by the way, and you went with Power 5.
Yeah, well,
Club 5.
Listen,
Power Club 7.
Don't even know their name. Power S Club 7.
Let's go.
They're a team. Ain't no party like an S Club party. I mean, look, I had to do something desperate. Okay.
It's true.
I'll go easy from here on out. I'll even pick series scores, and I'll beat you.
That's from the playoff days, yeah. And that's when you can pull it back.
I'll pull it back today.
Anyway, let's see if FaZe can get back in this one after losing 3 rounds in a row. AW for Alu, very limited in the economy, though. You can see they've only got a few grenades to work with here. 1 smoke at the 1 minute 10 mark. Alu trying to find something towards middle. Doesn't get anything, though. Not much aggression here from Immortals at all. You can see Kiyoshima looking out for it towards the connector, or the underpass position, I should say. And they will be going back towards A. This will be an A split. They've got connector control. They're coming back in. They'll probably smoke off towards CT spawn. They've only got the 1 smoke remaining. Flashes in. Have to be more of a contact strategy at this point. Holding up. They've dropped the smoke and then seeing if there's a reaction at this point. Rain hoping to push through here and get to the steps. Flash comes in. Let's see if we can get anything going here.
Try. Good shot. Kiyoshima started off very well. FNX will take down Rain. I'll try and swing back in, but FNX is holding it from the CT stairs very well, and Bolts is gone undetected at Firebox. Bomb will go down, but they'll get the kill immediately after, and they're in a very good spot for the post plant. Great shot, Alu, though. Yeah. That'll buy them some time and space, because Alu's able to burrow back in toward the A-man stairs as the bomb continues to tick. And things get a little awkward, because a shotgun and an op, thankfully, Steel's grabbed the AK. Alu waiting for the high peek. That's where Henny waits from. Doesn't really need to peek the bomb just yet. Still has his teammate Nico, who's rotated all the way around to try and do so. Good position. Alu gets the first kill, but Nico goes down. He gets some information, but oh, Steel thinks there's a player inside the smoke. Watch the wide peek.
Okay.
He did stay alive. This 1v1 camera,
yeah, not a fan.
I've never been a fan of it in CS for that reason because it throws me off every time. However, it will be
that was
the
what's
win
confusing.
for Alu.
It was like, who's won there? Okay, the thing is, a 1v1 cameras, right? I'm going to say it right now. It's only useful when they're so separated and you have no idea as to what they're doing. If you have time and it's like you've got a 10-second window, let's drop it in then. Let's not do it right and they're about to defuse the bomb and they're doing fake taps and stuff. I don't want to see that. Just a little shout out. Just in case you are listening. Anyway, that was a little bit tense, but there it is. Alu, like you said, stepping up tremendously there. And we pointed out this one's on 9 frags. Something for you. Alu, the shot he hits towards Shadow, that's so influential. He was like split second where the flashbang comes in as well. He nails it. Like you said, buys him a lot of time. The rotations have to come in at that point. CT is trying to do what they can. Didn't have the smoke. Well, they did, but didn't actually land it correctly. And Nico, a rare miss from him as well. Towards the short position. He gets his head blown off by Steel. Made things very exciting. And I can't really remember how it went down after that.
Well, Steel started knifing in the smoke, which was weird because his teammate
really
just died to Alu. So I'm thinking the comms broke down because Alu just killed his teammate. You'd expect him to know exactly where he was. But Nico's bullets were hitting the metal behind where Steel got the kill onto him from. And maybe he thought that he heard a knife. And it seemed very confusing to me.
Anyway, round number 24. CZ for Bolts. It is a bit of a weaker buy. Steel did survive in the previous round. He's got that AK. But if they lose this round, that could spell GG, I'm afraid. The money will be in the complete bin. Yeah, as you would say.
Yeah, that's all me. Shout out to Chad.
I'm sure he's watching.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Probably a nice day in Germany. He's exploring the countryside.
Exploring. Rain and Co. actually towards the underpart right now and take a nade to the face. Rain goes down to 6 HP and FNX. He's having a very good half on the CD side, but he does get taken down eventually by Rain. He's towards a connector. It's a bit of a brawl here towards middle as Henny finds him. 4-on-3 in favor of Immortals. But it's only Bolts with it. I say only with CZ every time, but he gets it. And it's going to be Nico to step up in response.
Nico does indeed to the 2v2. And watch off for the rotation. Steel heading towards CT stairs. The other position watched from Catwalk all the way in deep at the site. Henny with the op through connector. A nade from Alu to clear out jungle. Slow but steady. They want to get this 14th round. Put this game to bed. Safest plant possible, not surprisingly. Then Alu will run back to A main once again with the AWP. Nico is going to sit at sandwich, make sure there's no flank potential coming in. They have left enough time that it is a possibility, so he watches Palace momentarily. He's low enough on HP, though, that he needs to go aggressive. That's not the way to do it, and he's got the shot. It's 2 with 100 HP versus that of Alu on an op, and Alu goes aggressive first. Tag onto Steel, 2 HP, clipped him through the boards. Now they know exactly where he is. He's got to stay on this. Oh, he's in the smoke, but it's the 2 HP, and Alu makes it work. Up close, double headshot, the op miss, and that's going to be enough for them to get 14.
So he legs him there as he's crossing the site. You think, damn, he's missed out on his opportunity there, but the leg is enough. The Glock shot comes in through the smoke, and he manages to finish things off as well. That's a massive round for Alu to pick up, and like I said, presumably now, giving his team the win at this point. There'll be no money left for the CTs, and that's amazing. Pulls the Glock out at this point, spams wide. The Glock's probably the perfect weapon there. The player on 1 HP in the smoke, starts spamming that in there, and it looks like Henny had no head armor. He goes down as well. Fantastic stuff, and they have to submit at this point. Immortals, like I said, money, horrible situation right now. PT50s, no armor, CZs. It's going to be match point for FaZe, and won't be much money to the next round either, so maybe even the GG at this point. We'll see what happens. Maybe a miracle comes in for Immortals in this round as Henny pushes towards lower ramp.
Good shot from Nico. Push indeed. Desperation sets in. It could be map point for FaZe after this round. How do you feel about that, HenryG?
Oh, pretty good.
It's good. I don't really care, but I thought I'd ask for a formality.
Yeah. At least you're feigning politeness.
It's true. I try, right? Sometimes it's all about making the appearance of an effort.
Yeah.
Well, either way, he was waiting. FNX should be the next to go. Ooh, shoulder peeking. That's as close as you like. That would have cut off the bottom of his earlobe. as it's Kerrigan to take out Bolts, and this is, I'm afraid, pretty straightforward. Decent damage, I have to say, onto the 2 UMP players, but all good.
It's not really enough at this stage. Needed to find desperate kills there, but Nico, he finishes things off, and it's going to be 15-10. That was the full eco. That's such a bitter pill to swallow when you know you're so close to match point and you have to take a full eco on the round number 14. It's a bit tough in that respect, but just pick your poison time, either force into it and just completely give everything away, or try and get 5 rounds in a row at this point. I don't think they'll have the best of buys. They might get 5 rifles, maybe a couple of UMPs chucked in there. I have no idea where the money sits specifically. They do get the 5 rifles. You can see it's quite limited. So 4 M4s and 1 Famous to steal. No kits. And FaZe will be aware of this. They'll be holding up and desperation pushes to come in. Trying to get a flash over towards ARAM, get a 1 frag in their favor. Don't have to do anything too drastic at this point, FaZe. Just hold up for a while. Full execution will be perfect. And we do have the Alu AWP once again. Towards middle and see what he can find.
Right click, pop, flash, throw. No one there for it. Instead, he just throws it deep for whatever reason. Not sure what his plan is with that flash, but he's going to push up now with the FAMAS. The famous FAMAS. Gets in the corner. Keo starts to look inside. 2 here. Spray down, but Keo gets both. Forget your plans. They're thwarted. That could be enough on its own to close this out. FNX wants to try and burrow his way through A main to get aggressive and compensate. Nico says no to that. I'm afraid, Henry, we may have reached the end.
I think we almost certainly have, unless Henry can go absolutely wild here. He gets 1, but Alu's waiting for him, and it's going to be Bolts now. In the 4 versus 1, it will be GG at this point. I'm not going to even allude that he could maybe pull this one off. It's not going to happen, but you never know, man.
Things you never know, you never knew. Keo sits in the doorway. That's pretty much the perfect position. Oh, does Gun Barrel show? No, X-Ray misled. They turned it off, so it's, yep, dead now.
Of course.
And 16-10, so FaZe definitely rebound from yesterday's performance, the struggles that they had.
Yep.
Hellraiser's able to beat them. They take back Immortals. Thorn made an interesting thought that FaZe could have gone through this from 0-2. They've got the skill to do it. He's not sure Immortals will. Well, they're facing elimination tomorrow in their next match. They fall to the bottom of the bracket, and FaZe will head into the 1-1 matches.
Yeah, that's rough for Immortals. It's a tough matchup for them, but FaZe look very good today. Much better than yesterday, I have to say. It was an interesting first half there with the 4 spies back and forth, but I have to say FaZe did look like the better team. I can't think of many gun rounds that Immortals actually picked up there in the first half, and then it was quite clinical in the second. Very good stuff overall. Kirishima with some great performances there. Alu looked on form, and they seemed to pull it together in the CT half, and Immortals will be going 0-2. So there it is.
Well, with that said, 0-2, about as good as my predictions, although this one I did have FaZe. Alex, it's your turn to talk.